my 2 cents in?
No, honey, I don't mind. Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why are you coming with my brain?
Where's my dough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, with your host, Uncle Freezie, coming to you live on a Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the building. How are you doing this morning?
Man, I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci, bro. I'm Gucci. But I'm a little frustrated, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm Gucci and frustrated at the same time, bro.
I think
I'm Gucci and frustrated at the same time. I got a swollen foot here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with. It's just fluid. I think it's because I'm sitting my fat round too much. Bro, I think I gotta get out and start exercising, bro.
Yes, sir. Being that you be at the computer for 14 hours a day,
Man.
standing up, man, is crucial.
Yeah,
During that process, like
exercising.
Yeah,
man. Hey, Nate, I see you backstage, bro. Just give me a split second, bro. So I got just for right there. Thank you. You put some sugar in it? Smoochie. Yeah, man. My bad, y'all. That was a family moment. You know what I'm saying? So let me bring Nate in from backstage and Chuck, then we'll get into it.
All
yeah.
Right. Yes, sir.
Oh, look who it is. What's up, boss?
What's going on?
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning. Doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Can't complain.
Man, yeah, man. We just about man. Nate the Great with real estate. Bim. And Uncle Freezie a rapper. Bim. There we go. Yeah, man. So Chuck, what's in your cup?
Y'all know how I do it. I still this little joint right here. We're doing this morning pineapple and coconut flavored sparkling water.
Bim. I didn't even play the joint. Let me play the little joint. Let me play that. It didn't even play, did it? Did it play?
Yeah, it played.
Okay, it didn't even show on my end. My bad. So I got scorching hot tea. That's what Miss Mocha was bringing in the room just now. She was, you know what I'm saying, bringing me some tea, man. So I'll be having to drink some of that stuff in the morning, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking hot tea. Nate, what you drinking this morning? What you starting? What beverage are you starting the day off with?
I got nothing right now. Just yeah. I don't have anybody to bring me any tea right now. You know that's how you know you made it to the rapper status for real. You got a tea assistant. I haven't made it there yet.
All right. Hey man, me neither. I haven't made it to that status yet either. I had to bring my water in with me before I sat down. Yeah, Uncle Freezie will start like that.
It's only one Uncle Freezie.
Yes, sir.
Bim. Yeah, man. I'm trying to do a little something, man. Trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? trying to do the right. That's Spike Lee told me that a long time ago. Spike Lee told me to do the right thing, man. I was about 18, 19 years old. Spike Lee said, "Do the right thing, bro." But anyway, yeah, man. So Chuck. Oh, we didn't even salute the chat, man. Chat, how y'all doing, man? Andrew College, how you doing?
Bim.
The original DSJ is in the building. What's good, Hewlett Samuel? What's good, man? I see y'all. Yeah, man. So I got some scorching hot tea. Trying to get the vocal cords right early in the AM.
Yes, sir.
So Chuck, you know what else that lead to? How's the weather?
How's Well, right now here in the tri-state area, we're at a mild 71 degrees, cloudy with a chance of showers.
In Studio G is 71 degrees. And it'll be like that for the rest of the year. Because I'm not touching the thermostat. Outside, I think it's about 75 degrees, man. The dogs are outside running. Man, I got a little puppy. I had a little puppy bark all night long, bro. I got zero sleep. He barked all night. And then I wake up coming to Studio G. That's why I'm running a little bit late. He left me some presents. Surprise!
Wow.
And he like 7 months old. A 7-month-old dog leaving surprises all around the you dirty rat. But anyway.
Right.
Anyway, let me get into Chuck, let's get into health and lifestyle, bro, because we gotta talk about rappers. We gotta talk about dead rappers again, unfortunately. Let's get into health and lifestyle, man.
Yes, sir.
So Chuck, unfortunately, another hip hop artist, another rapper, was slain in a robbery attempt, bro. At what? Let me do my man some justice first, because I'm not a fan of the dude that passed away, but I am a fan of human beings. Right?
Yes, sir.
So unfortunately, rap artist PNB Rock was murdered last night. Are you familiar with him?
PNB? Yeah, I'm familiar with PNB Rock. He got a couple jingles that I like. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but definitely he's a part of that hip hop alumni. Young black guy trying to carve his way in society. Gone too soon, man. Senseless acts of violence. It's easy to brush this situation off as, oh man, this happened every day. That's the problem. If it is, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
You can say, yo, well, he's a rapper and he's flashy, and he talking about jewelry and money and guns in his songs. Well, it's entertainment, folks.
Yeah.
There's always been that. Like, for some reason, when it comes to hip hop music, every word is the literal gospel, and it can never be figurative. It's never expressive. It's never seen as art. It's the truth. This is how you live. This is what we do. Yeah. But no other forms of entertainment is that way.
Right.
I remember once. This has to be like 2002, 2003. We went to Orlando, family vacation. You know, National Lampoon style. Caravan of people went down to Orlando. We're at Universal Studios. This is the only park that we'll go to that my grandma go and get on rides because they're all simulated things like that. Ain't no real roller coasters. So we're standing out there waiting. And in Universal they have like street shows and performances. So we seeing these people in these all black leather outfits with the Ray-Ban shades and stuff. So we assumed that they were like the entertainment,
Right.
because they look like the Matrix. The Matrix was out at that time, like it was a big deal. So I seen some people go up to them and ask, "Yo, can we take a picture with you guys?" And they said that they weren't a part of the park.
Right.
They weren't a part of the attraction. And I'm saying to myself, like, yo, it is 80 degrees in Orlando. We just had a sun shower. It is humid as a mug out here. Y'all in leather? For what?
Looking like Rhythm Nation.
Exactly. Is because in their minds, the Matrix just exposed everything.
Right.
And I'm looking like, yo, that was a movie, right? Like, yeah, you can throw some parallels from that, but that don't mean we should be out here in the middle of August, humidity off the Richter scale in leather, just because. Like, y'all not even getting paid. Y'all not a part of the theme park at all. Y'all paid to come in here dressed like this.
Right.
So I told that story to say, yo, people get caught up in the things they see, and it becomes a reality to them.
Yeah.
So if in your music you saying certain things, the universe has a way of bringing it back to you. Unfortunately, because there are people out there that don't see you as a real person. You know what I mean? You're a character to them. So, oh man, we're just robbing a rapper. It's just a rapper. He knows how this lifestyle goes. You heard his last record. You run up on him, he putting your face in the dirt, putting your face on a t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so now we got another young man dead.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm off my soapbox.
Yo, and Chuck, and ironically, and Nate, we're gonna get to the real estate stuff, bro. I promise. But this was like breaking news, bro. We had to address it. So excuse me. It's one of them things. Like, I saw the Sahad the Prince Instagram post. Did you get a chance to see it, Chuck?
No, I didn't see it. Can you show it to us, or at least read it?
No, it's a video. It's a video.
Okay.
It's like 58 minutes. So I can't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would love to show it, but it's 58 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But so he talked about how he wrote this song called Sicko Mode, right? And how he was a part of this group called Good Music, right?
Right.
And when he wrote Sicko Mode, the people on that in that camp was like, "Yo, this joint is fire, bro. Can you do us a solid? What we'll do, we can't pay you with bread because we way over budget as is for this joint. Yo, what we'll promise you is a whole bunch of swaps, like legit. Everybody that got something to do with this will get on your joint. Everybody. We talking about everybody associated with this project. We talking about everybody who touched this project, touched Sicko Mode, will do a bunch of swaps for you so you can make bread back on the back end. You know what I'm saying? But right now we over budget, right? And so, and I promise you, this got something to do with PNB Rock. Y'all just got to hear me out on it, right?
Yes, sir.
So my man's is like, no, I'm an up and comer. You know what I'm saying? I just wrote all these lyrics for he named it 2 Kanye West albums. I forgot what they were, but he was like, yo, Kanye can sing and he can rap and he can produce, but he not a writer. You know what I'm saying? Like he can rap. Like if you you know what I'm saying, ghostwrite Kanye's, he'll perform it now just like he wrote it. But when he's singing and producing and rapping, and the other thing Kanye is good at too is pulling people together. He's a good coordinator. Like he can identify talent and bring people in. Like he can identify talent and he know who to rock with and who not to. One of the underrated things Kanye West, I think that's his best asset, is he's probably a good leader. Am I a fan of Kanye West? No. Right? So I'm biased against Kanye because I think he's a buffoon. But anyway, my man says he writes Sicko Mode, Chuck, and Sicko Mode. He said Sicko Mode, the single or the album went diamond, and the record company was about to ink him a check, or ink him 2 checks, one for $1 million and one for $500,000. Before he can get the money, the dude that he was signed to a label with owned the rights to his publishing, Chuck. The dude wasn't even there. The label he signed with owned the rights to all of his publishing under Sci-Hi the Prince name.
Wow.
So the dude wasn't even there. He did a thing. And that dude got $1.5 million for Universal Music Group. So UMG got paid $1.5 million. Right? Guess what Sci-Hi the Prince gets? You already know it. You already know it. You can show it. You can show it to somebody with 2 fingers. You already know what he got. You can show it to him with 2 fingers. That's what he got.
It. 0.
Right? And so he going to them like, yo, let me get it. No, yo, let me get it. Don't take us to court then. So this dude signed over his publishing rights as an artist, his publishing for Sicko Mode. Travis Scott, now every word out of Travis Scott's mouth come from another dude named Sci-Hi the Prince. Every word you heard Travis Scott say come from other dudes' ink pen, right? And so Sci-Hi the Prince is upset, hiring lawyers to try to get his bread. Nah, so he paid lawyers to try to get his publishing and his bread. So he went in a hole trying to recover his publishing rights. Guess what? No. This dude paid like $40,000. I'm estimating that part. He didn't say, but I know lawyers, and lawyers don't work for free. Trust me. Trust me. Lawyers ain't gonna work for free. I know lawyers, right? I know them really well, right? One dude, I was in a car accident in Fairfield County. I hired a lawyer out of Florence, South Carolina, named Ben Matthews, right? Who I wound up being really kind of like really close to them. They just like me for some reason. And so even them, everything they did for me, bro, they charged me for every single thing that they did for me, bro. right? Trust me, I know this. I have experience with attorneys, bro. So here's the thing. So Chuck, he's like, yeah, I did everything I could do, man. There's nothing I could do, man. I did all these things. So what I did was I started going to record labels and saying and telling them like, yo, put me on, yo. I know I wrote Sicko Mode. It's the worst kept secret ever. This dude, hey, Nate, you know who else was on Sicko Mode, by the way?
Who else was on?
The hottest rapper to ever breathe breath was on that joint, a dude named Drake. And I say that tongue in cheek because I'm just going by dollars. I'm going by dollars generated. I'm not going by lyrics. I'm not going by ink pen. I'm going by.
No, Drake can rap. Drake can rap. He can rap.
He can rap some. But what I'm saying is the hot. I'm just going by dollar amount and not ink pen game, because when I say the hottest rapper ever, trust me, everybody got a different guy that they can name.
Yeah,
right?
But he had a 10-year run. He had a 10-year run of being that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude is on there, and I think the rumor is the dude wrote Drake Part 2 also.
Probably did.
Yes.
And this dude didn't get a dime. And he is still, they called him on the phone and promised him swaps, right? And bread. So he didn't get the bread. And guess what the swap said? He didn't get them either.
No.
Right?
He said no, right?
So they gamed him. They gamed him up. Right? Because he a dummy. He didn't have attorneys and all this stuff. That's why I'm saying, people out there, yo, when you get into these things, me and Chuck, honestly, hands to the man, have about at least 30 hours of telephone time talking about the same topic, right?
Yes.
And we ain't gonna get into no personal stuff, right? No personal stuff, right? Just trust me. Me and Chuck have about 30. Do y'all know how much 30 hours of telephone time is? That's crazy, right? So then he go back to record companies and say, yo, y'all know I wrote the joint, man. Put me on, you know what I'm saying? I make y'all money. Chuck, guess what the record labels tell him to do? Get
Kick
hot.
rocks.
Nah, they say get hot in the streets and we'll sign you. Get hot in the streets. So Nate, you know what get hot in the streets mean? Raise your profile other than rap. That means go bust somebody in the head, do a bid, and when you get out, we'll give you $3 million. When he said that, bro, I almost felt, I was already laying down. But when he said that, bro, I almost fell. Record companies are motivating street crime by saying get hot in the streets and we'll pay you.
But look who they're talking to.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look who they're talking to. That's what it all boils down to.
That's why Chuck. That's what I'm saying. The best move is being independent. Like this dude, like PNB Rock gets murdered, right? Because he got to raise his profile to sell. I'm not saying him. I never heard his stuff. What I'm saying though is guys in the game have to raise they have to uplift a culture of violence in the streets in order to get hot enough for a record label to support you. You got to go out and say, I'll go shoot up the whole. They make up all kind of buzzwords, bro. You know what I'm saying? I go buzz the block. I go clacker, all this mess, all this stuff talking about the block, right? Yo, that's your community. So international organization is telling you telling you in order for you to get money, you got to murder people or harm people or rob people. Get hot in the streets, right? Get hot in the streets and we'll give you $3 million, right? This is what they told Sci-Hi the Prince, the dude that they already know has talent. This dude wrote Kanye verse on a song called Mercy. This dude, Kanye West verse on Mercy is written by a dude named Sci-Hi the Prince. Yeah, I know the song Mercy. Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, she's so thirsty. Blah, 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 blah. Saha the Prince wrote that. Ain't got paid nothing. This dude right now broke. This dude will come work for me and Chuck right now if we needed him to. All that talent.
But that's how it goes though. That's why you should never be so eager to want to jump up and go sign with a label, especially not now. If we're talking 20 years ago, that was the only way. That wasn't even the only way. Because if you go back 20 years ago, you got to talk about E40, you got to talk about Too Short, you got to talk about Rap A Lot Records, you got to talk about Slip and Slide Records, you got to talk about Luke Skywalker, you got to talk about all of these independent entities that were able
Don't forget Pop Art. Pop Art is the originator because New York had rappers and didn't even have labels. New York rappers like Roxanne and Shantae them had to go to Philly and get put on.
Yes. But what you talking about though, you got to go back further than 20 years.
Yeah.
So 20 years, you're looking at 2002. You got to go back 30 years.
Yes.
No, you got to go back to the 90s.
Yeah, you got to go back 40 years, bro.
Yeah.
You got to go back.
80s.
You got to go back. Yeah, you got to go back to. I remember I was 12 years old, and I heard a dude on the microphone say, "And what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the groove, and my squad are gonna try to move your feet. I am Wonder Mike." And when I heard it, I was like, I was sitting on no lie. I was at 94 Van Nostrand. The song came on the radio. I was sitting out on the stoop, Jersey City, New Jersey. We was cats out in the basketball court. And the dude was slicing good times, just DJ doing his thing. And then he mixed in the thing with a dude start rapping. And he like, and what you hear is not a test. I'm like, whoa, why this dude talking over the song? You know what I'm saying? Because even though rap was out before then, rappers was whack, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Rappers were so garbage back then, man. In the 70s, rappers were so trash. You didn't even want to. You're like, yo, why are you talking over the song, bro? Some of these dudes, rappers was so. Before Grandmaster Caz and Melly Mel, rappers was so trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? Rappers was like, and my dog had a coat and a boat. He cruised the street on a moat. Huh! And you like, this is so trash. This is so trash. You know what I'm saying? But I said all of that to say these two things are connected. You know, Saha the Prince gets robbed. Think about this. Saha the Prince gets robbed with the ink pen in broad daylight. Right? Right? And P&B Rock gets robbed after dark with a firearm. Both of them getting robbed.
Okay, if I think the part of the problem is that we've taken a street mentality, made it mainstream, so now everyone who are a part of the culture now assumes that violence is the culture.
It is the culture, yeah.
Right? And so we've watched it evolve from street hustling, like all of the most popular rap music was either pimp influenced.
Yeah.
It was drug dealing influence or gang banging influence, right? And every entertainer, every rapper that has ever given an interview always says or usually says the same thing. Yo, man, It was the pimps and the drug dealers that we looked up to. And I'm like, I wouldn't say we looked up to them. We wanted what they had because it was nice, and we might not have had it. Like in the 80s, when everybody was driving Saabs, there was one cat had a Nissan Maxima, 88 Nissan Maxima with the wide body kit on it.
Yeah.
With
I remember that.
With the chrome ICW hammers.
Yeah.
With the sound system. And
probably sitting on Dayton's. I swear to God, Dayton's is the dopest rims I have ever seen, bro. Y'all know. And so for those that don't know what Dayton's are, think about those gold sport Dayton's that my man Rob, my man Society. Yeah. You remember those Dayton? Man, I saw them Dayton's spinning. I was like, those got to be. I swear to God, I would put some of them on my Mercedes right now, bro. But it just won't. It just don't go. But I would definitely put them on something. Man, look.
You gotta get an old school. Get like a Cutlass or a Regal, like an '85 Cutlass or a Regal.
Yeah.
Throw them out there with the white wall tires.
Gangster.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's the look.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That is the look. And I had one of them growing up. I was trying to get the Dayton's, but
I just couldn't get $1,800 rims on a $1,400 car. I just couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? It was fly though. It was fly. But yeah, man, this whole thing. Hey Nate, I'm sorry, man, about getting sidetracked, bro. I know we generally talk about real estate in the come up and all this stuff, but this thing hurt my heart last night when I heard about it. You know what I'm saying? I was actually live streaming last night when I heard the news, right? So it's like 1:00 in the morning or whatever time it is, and I'm hearing like another rapper is slain, another young brother out here slain in the streets, man. And I'm like, man, I don't just feel sad for him because brothers are getting murdered everywhere. Right. So I have this spot, man, where I wish I could save all these brothers. But listen, you can't save them. This is not a culture thing. This is a human race thing.
Yes.
Because I was somebody actually told me that. Somebody told me a story a long time ago. A dude was dressed up. He had a black and white suit on, carrying a briefcase. He was rushing someplace, and I was rushing out of a building, going to another spot, and we ran across each other. A light-skinned dude like myself. He was like, yo, be careful out here in these streets. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna be super careful, man. You know me, and besides, I got company. I keep company with me. You know what I'm saying? So he like, you got company. And you know how young dudes like to talk all slick. You know what I'm saying? And that was me talking something. Then he was like, yo, crime is not new. Crime been around since the pyramids. You know what I'm saying? Like when dudes would take their shift and go to the pyramids and work, like dudes that wasn't working, like they had something wrong with them where they couldn't work, right? Something wrong with them where they couldn't work. Maybe they fell, hurt something, and he was like, yo, they used to hang around and bang other dudes' chicks while dudes is at work, like on the pyramids. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you think sex is new? And you know me, I'm like, I think my sex is new. This is me talking sick to him, right? So like, nah, man, all this stuff that you see, dudes, like chicks cheating with dudes and dudes robbing dudes and all that stuff has been around since men have been around. He was like, you ever heard about that story about them two brothers in the beginning of the Bible? Like one dude was jealous of the other one. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, think about that. Violence has been around. Violence and doing more and non-moral stuff has been around forever. Just be careful out here. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. And I was like, you gotta elaborate on that. So we meet like 3 weeks later. He started telling me through the course of history examples examples of these same things that we see that we talking about that happened earlier this morning happening throughout the course of history. And not just with white people or with black people, but every culture, everywhere had these type of things go on. Double crosses, and like this, what happened this morning was a double cross. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even gonna lie to you. I really want to get, but man, hey Chuck, man, I'm through, bro. I don't know what else I can say about this.
The last thing that I'll say about this, and we can move on, is that stop posting everything on social media. Everybody does not need to know every single move you're making throughout the course of your day.
But that's how you get hot in the streets, though.
And that's how you end up getting shot 1 o'clock in the morning at a restaurant in a town that you're not a resident of. Yeah. He's not from LA. He's from Philly.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Like, people, we're getting ready to go to Barbados for 2 weeks. We out here living our best life and come home. You don't have no furniture. Everything is gone.
Everything gone. Even that girl, even your girl, your side chick, even she done dipped. Somebody done took her too.
Took her too. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, man. Be careful out here, man. There's always people that will not work for theirs. They'll wait and see you accumulate and then come in and stick you up for what you got. Like Uncle Freezie just stated, this is nothing new. It's been going on since the beginning of time. They'll watch a people gather up all the supplies they need for the winter and come in and take them all. And now all of those people are suffering and they die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just conquer and take. It's always been a part of human existence.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself out there, man. There's a fine line between keeping your fans engaged, right? And also protecting yourself. Yeah, man, we out here in LA, but you don't have to be, taking snapshots with your location and all of this, because everybody's not a fan. There are people waiting for that opportunity, and you ain't from LA, so they know the fastest route in and out to come take care of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And gentlemen, discipline. You gotta have discipline. Don't get me wrong. Sex is amazing. It's great. And when you're a celebrity, they'll give it up to you any and every kind of way you want. You want 2, 3, 4 at a time. It don't matter. You're a celebrity. But guess what? Wolves will wear sheep clothing.
Yes.
And that chick with the fat butt and nice set of breasts, smiling with them pearly whites, is the main one setting you up, texting them boys. We got them upstairs. And as soon as you think something about to happen, here come a bunch of dudes in masks ready to tie you up, or worse, just for a couple of trinkets that you have on that I can guarantee you, if you try to take them and sell them, you will not get the value in which you paid for it.
Right.
And they'll find that out once they pawn the jewelry and realize it ain't worth millions of dollars.
And they'll find that out as soon as the FBI kick their door in, or somebody.
Yeah.
Because all that stuff, people stupid, bro. You can't pawn You can't pawn $20,000 worth of jewelry, because if the dude takes it and don't report it, he is going to prison for 25 years for fencing. Y'all know what fencing is? Taking jewelry and selling it under at a certain thing without reporting it to the government. Right?
Right.
Places like that. Like when if me and so say me and Nate was to meet up, right? And I'm like, oh, hold on right here, Nate. I'm gonna just go in here and buy a car. And I get out of Nate's car, which is a fine car, by the way. I ain't never rode in a car that was a car that could turn into a boat, that could turn into a helicopter. But that's just Nate, man. That's just how he rolled.
Everybody don't see that one.
You know what I'm saying? So, but if I was to get out of Nate's car, like $8,000 in one pocket, $8,000 in the other pocket, and I get out and I go put a down payment on, say, a BMW, right? I put down $16,000 on BMW. If that dealership don't report that money, guess who get in trouble? Them, not me.
Right.
And because in America, any purchase over $10,000 get reported directly to the IRS, straight to the IRS, bro. Whether we clean or not, I could have been saving that money my whole life. The IRS still want to know. You know what I'm saying? And so these dudes, they rob dudes and then try to sell jewelry or whatever. They know the trail is gonna lead back to them. Yo, the law is set up to prevent stuff like this, and people still take their chances.
Right.
Yeah, and so I call it the score. Like dudes start out as petty crooks, like part-time little petty crooks. They like stealing milks out the cap. Now I know them because I worked in the school district, bro. I worked in the school district. I seen them come up from an early age. They start off stealing little stuff like out the little corner store or out the cafeteria, putting little milks in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Wind up going to the principal office. You call their parents don't care. They get suspended for a day, come back. They mad because somebody snitched. Why y'all snitched on me? Why were you snitched? Why you stealing chocolate milk?
Pretty much.
You could have asked a teacher, yo, hey, Mr. Uncle Freezie, man, yo, spot me a chocolate milk. Say it how y'all want to say it. Say it in y'all street. A dude said that once, spot me a chocolate milk. I'm like, yo, spot your chocolate milk. You ain't gonna give me one back. You know what I mean, Uncle Freezie, man. I like chocolate milk. We ain't got none at home. Okay, I got you. And then I get ready to buy one, and then it'd be four of them sitting there. They done multiply like the Smurfs. And then I'll be like, okay. I'll be like, so I take out a $10 bill, and I'll be like, yo, get all these kids chocolate milk. And then the next day, it'd be like 10 times that number. Hey, that's not fair. You bought chocolate milk for Miss Clark class, and now you won't buy milk for us. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, it's part of the game. It's part of the game, right? But they start out stealing stuff and have built-in excuses. They get kicked out of school for stealing something or fighting or something. And then before you know it, it's like contagion. Like these same dudes from the same neighborhood get kicked out of school, they're hanging out, they out on the streets, nothing to do. They, you know what I'm saying? And they be like 9 years old scheming. Man, listen, I know the game. Man, my youngest son, Junior, got caught up in that mess, man. For like, and he wanted to be accepted so bad. He was that dude. He was that kid that they were like, yo, I bet you won't go punch that fifth grader in the face. And he's like, I bet you. She's like, so what? Why do I need to punch him in the face? He's like, yo, I'll give you a pack of Jolly Ranchers. And then they boost him up. And then you see a third grader go hit a fifth grader and then get his butt beat, right? He come back all scarred up. Then the crew is like, yo, that's real love right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You taking one for the team. Like, taking one for the team? He went over there, got his butt beat. Y'all over here. And y'all ain't moving a muscle. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got to go through your little things. So little man go through his little things. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he grew out of that, but a lot of people don't.
Right.
A lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes, man. Yo, Nate, I'm sorry, man. We're supposed to talk about real estate, man. But this thing, man. My bad,
You
bro.
good?
My
You good?
bad, bro. It's like some of these things, it touch you, bro, when you see cats. Like all the dude wanted to do was make music, bro, and live his best life. And what sickens me is a dude like Rick James ain't never got robbed. When did Rick James get robbed? Rick
But you
James
got to
out
look
here.
at Rick though.
Yeah, and Rick James is bigger than what people think too. Rick James ain't exactly what you saw on Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
You weren't just walking
yeah,
up on Rick any kind of way.
yeah, like you just wasn't gonna just romp up on Teddy Pendergrass. Teddy Pendergrass is from Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like Will Smith. You just can't. What parents just don't understand? I robbed it, and then you get there, and Will Smith like 6'3", 210, and you like,
Let me rethink this.
Yeah, man.
But it's also the energy sometimes, man. The energy you put out, that's the energy that gets brought back to you. You know what I mean? Like you go to a party, there's a bunch of dudes there. You're like, ugh, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
this ain't a party for me. And it's only because, like, oh man, there's nothing to balance this energy out. There's nothing but testosterone and alpha male machismo going on. So guess what? Sooner or later, something's gonna happen. Little John is gonna play. 3 6 Mafia is gonna play. And this place is a wrap. It is a wrap.
Yeah.
It is a wrap. But
hey, I heard it. I heard it today. I was watching the football game. I meant to tell you, I watched the football game the other day, and guess what they was playing after they scored a touchdown? Tear the club up. Tear the club up. Tear the club up. Tear the club up. Tear the club up.
Time to go.
I first saw that in action in the Carolinas, 13, 17, this little club out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that came on. I was like, I put my back against the wall quick. I was like, oh,
quick.
They went nuts. I said, okay, now I know why this is banned.
Yeah.
I know why this is absolutely banned. They went nuts. So that's that kind of energy. So when those groups go out to perform, that's the energy that shows up for those kinds of events, because that's what they're looking for. Like, you'll take someone like a Wale, right? You go to his shows, ain't no but girls there.
Chicks.
I mean, fine, every shade, shape, size, right. Because he puts out music that attracts that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there are going to be people that are probably hear this podcast or maybe in the chat right now saying, hey, yo, man, they don't say that about, the movies where guys, they go watch all these movies with, the violence and this and that. Right. And I'm like, true. But they don't be saying in the movies that this is real.
Right.
It doesn't. If the start of the movie says actual events, even if it says based on a true story, it's just based. Most of this stuff is made up. Like the underlying
Hollywood it up. Hollywood it up. Yep.
Exactly. So no one's thinking like John Wick is a real thing. Like, there's no guys going out there in their 69 Mustang GTs shooting people and blowing buildings up as an assassin. Like, that's not a. But in hip hop, everything. Yo, I'm real. That's just real. How can you commit a crime and get away with it, and then talk about it and get away with it?
Yo, Saha mentioned that, and I'm gonna just say this thing so we can move on, so that we can take advantage of Nate's presence.
Of Nate, yes.
Right. And so Saha the Prince said that that's why rappers get hit with so many RICO cases, because record companies tell them to get hot in the streets, and these dudes are devising plans to get out here. They devising plans to do stuff, and people don't realize that that's conspiracy to commit a crime. Even if you ain't wrote nothing down, if you just talking about it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway. So Severe is in the building. Mr. Marquise, what's good? Mr. Marquise says, Nate, do you provide financial independence courses too?
Not currently, but I am working on a few, so look for that coming in the near future.
Okay. And he also says, how many doors do you own, and how many should someone own to live off of?
Right now, I only own one door, but my goal is to, start adding to that. I'm actually having an appointment scheduled today to look at a property. So hopefully soon that'll be 2 doors. But for how many someone should have to live off of, that just depends on your financial situation and what you want.
Your lifestyle, right?
Your lifestyle, yeah. And then it all depends on how you own those doors. Because, owning houses is one thing, but what I'm actually looking at now is like apartments. Because if you could own, say, a 40-unit apartment building, just say $1,000 rent a month.
No, you can't say $1,000 because people in New York don't understand.
Yeah, okay. So let me say 2,000.
2,000,
40 units, $2,000 a month rent per unit. You're looking at $80,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's big money. In a year, you're almost at $1 million.
Yeah.
So
close.
And I mean,
that's 960,000.
Yeah, 960.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something to really think about. And I mean, you're going to have, repairs, you're going to have expenses on the building, but you can still put enough money to the side to take care of that stuff while you're still, making that money. And then you can also increase it every year. You don't have to increase it a lot. You can increase it $50. But now you're going from 2,000 to 2,050 or 2,100. Let's say you did 2,100 a year. And look how much you've already increased. You increased by what, 4,000 a month?
Yeah, bro.
Which is, I mean, and you can do that every year.
Every year. And then depending on how you made the purchase. So if you mortgage that, if you have a loan for it, this is what a mortgage is. It's a long-term loan stretched out over a very, 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 very long time, with the trustee involved. The trustee owns the title, or possesses the title, and all this type of stuff that or whatever. Yeah, man. So if you don't have to come out of pocket majorly for it, depending on how much the property is worth, now you talking, bro.
Yeah.
Now you talking, man. Now you talking big bread. And so for the record, Nate and I are both in the game, right? Nate is on one side, like he does the real estate stuff. My major experience comes from being. Hey, you used to work at WAMU too, right? No.
Yeah, I did.
You used to work at WAMU too, yeah. So I worked at WAMU, and then I worked at some other places too, man. That you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man. So we have inside knowledge on the game and how this thing works. But we have an insider's perspective of people that actually worked for the bank, and so we saw every step of the process from underwriting all the way through pre-foreclosure. So we got experience from there all the way through. You know what I'm saying? So we saw every aspect. I worked in every aspect of it, so I saw these things firsthand. Nate is on that, but Nate on that real estate stuff, bro. More power to you, man. I be wishing you success, man, bro. I'm hoping one of these days, me and you can have a show that's big, like them people that be on Chuck, I was about to say them people that be on THC.
THC. HGTV.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we don't want that kind of show.
No weed show.
Hey,
Welcome to
unless
the
we
weed
need
show,
THC
everybody.
by townhouses and condos, we can get on that one.
That kind of THC. Yeah, man. That's why I brought my man on, because he's super smart and he got a ton of experience in the game, and he well versed in a lot of stuff. For this though, I just want to take advantage of this one thing. You know what I'm saying? And so Sevilla says, I'm a facilities manager. I do most of the repairs. You do most of the repairs yourself?
Oh, you can't beat that. Now with that, my thing is, do they offer you like a free housing? Because I know here they normally do that. You know, for the property manager, you know, that's preparing everything. They normally get either free rent or reduced rent, like really reduced.
Very reduced.
So yeah, pretty much free. But you know, that's how they do it here.
Down here is that and water. Like you get that and water.
Right.
Like you get that and whatever else everybody else is getting free, you get that too.
Right. So you're really winning. Now I don't know if they do that, you know, where you are, but that's something I check into.
And so my man says, do you recommend to utilize LLC when buying multiple homes? If so, what are the steps?
Now getting an LLC does help you as far as liability, because that's like you're having a limited liability corporation. So that's saying that you're putting all of your properties under the LLC. Now with that, you have to make sure that you follow all the rules and regulations for your state, because every state has different rules with the LLC. So make sure that. I would also suggest that when you do set up the LLC, get a separate account. Because if you don't get a separate account, that'll be what's considered commingling of funds, which means that they could still find a way in to get your personal property as well. So make sure that you keep everything separate for the LLC.
Right. You don't want any inroads, bro.
Right.
I had an attorney about 4 years ago, man, and he was looking at inroads for me, bro. He was working like day and night trying to find inroads on something, and shout out to my man, because attorneys, they work hard, bro. If there's a sliver of light, they're gonna exploit it.
They will find it.
They like to call it a loophole.
So make sure, because you are going to need what's called someone to get the exact term for it, but it's like basically someone that's going to watch for any changes in the LLC process and kind of make sure that you are covered. So make sure that you get someone solid. I would recommend like an attorney, someone that specializes in LLCs, to be that person for you, because they can actually research all the laws and any changes, and they can kind of strengthen your LLC so there are no loopholes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, Chuck. I mentioned to you this probably about 6 months ago, like right when we were starting to do vibes and stuff. Remember how I used to talk to you about how your homeboys have like a certain skill.
Yes.
And you just got to talk to them about that stuff. But like, I got homeboys that's attorneys, right? I got like ones in Atlanta, one that be on Lawrence Sears, you know what I'm saying? One right there that I met through Lawrence Sears, and then I got others that I met here in the area. Some I be going to like these functions. I used to go to these functions, and there used to be attorneys there, you know what I'm saying, dudes that I know, or not that I knew on a personal level, but dudes, they were attorneys, they all are attorneys that I would be in close proximity to. I'm sure if I needed some help, I could ask them for some help with some stuff. But yeah, man, I think what we are afraid to do, man, is like, you know how your homeboy can cut hair, but you don't want to pay him to give you a haircut. You know how dudes do that?
Yeah.
Like, but you my homeboy. You supposed to be looking out for me. Nah, bro. Yo, when people give you services rendered, yo, you gotta pay them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like what would it look like if I chose to do something with Nate and then me not pay him? That's the most ass backwards thing ever. If anything, I should be the first to pay and pay him on time. Oh, you said $10? Yo, you said $10? Here go 20, bro. I ain't have no change, bro. Keep that, man. Thank you for looking out for me. Because not only am I paying him for his service, man, I'm encouraging him to keep on going. Like, keep on going. Do your thing, man. And we keeping the money in the community.
That part. That's what it is. But we don't realize that.
We like, nah, man, I can't. All he did was find me a house. Really? A house is the most valuable thing that you own.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
You brought up an excellent point about keeping the money in the neighborhood. We'll give our money to everyone else except someone that looks like us, which I don't understand. Here in the city, I see it a lot more. I'm starting to see it in certain little pockets in South Carolina, especially the ones that I'm familiar with. Down south, there was always an old man or old lady that owned a store in your neighborhood, and everybody would go to that store, right?
Yeah.
Here in the city, not so much so. Like Uncle Freezie like to say, go to Poppy. Like there's the Poppy, and then there's Ock.
Oh God.
But there's no Mr. Wilson or Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
There's Poppy and Ock.
Ain't no Cleotis up there.
No.
Ain't no Mr. Lester.
No, there's no Mr. Lester.
Your call won't start. Call Mr. Lester. Well, Mr. Lester don't get out of church till such and such time. So we'll just call over there, tell Geraldine, and he says, and leave a message. You know what I'm saying? And he'll come over.
There's none of that here. And when you look at all of those places, right? Even the Chinese restaurants, they only hire family. Like, you don't ever see no Spanish girl or no black girl taking orders or working the register. Same thing at Poppy's.
Right.
Even though he may be darker than all of us, he speaks Spanish. Yeah. And English is not his second language. He only speaks Spanish.
And his daughter at the counter speaks perfect English.
Yep.
But she family, but she just went to school here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So it's like.
And what happens is that money goes back to their country.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If he's from Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic, in 15, 20 years, probably gonna retire and he gonna go back to his country and live like a king, because he's been sending money over there, then built a house over there. Now he can go over there and live the way he wants to. And guess what? His son them now own the store.
That's what I was about to say.
There, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna keep it going. But it ain't just Poppy's though, bro. You remember Italians used to do it with pizzerias? Remember the pizza places?
Oh, absolutely. We are the black people. Black people's resources are the most mined and stolen resources in the world.
Is it stolen, though, Chuck? Is it stolen?
Here's the.
I understand. I want you on the stolen part. I think sometimes we give it away, though. Sometimes we give stuff away, bro.
We do. I will say that. I will agree with you on that. We'll give it away. We'll absolutely give it away.
Right.
We'll patronize all those businesses, but let Leroy decide he's opening just a store. Not a
Fish Place. Leroy Fish Place. Bro, we gonna haggle with Leroy every transaction. Every transaction he gonna be at the thing haggling.
Not only that, let us take 5 minutes. Let us be waiting 5 minutes for an order. We want to kill his restaurant.
We gonna kill the
all his
reputation.
business. Yeah.
Leroy outside smoking cigarettes, and I had to wait 4 minutes for my fish to get ready. Yo, whether he was smoking a cigarette or not, the fish still take a certain amount of time to cook. What you want him to do? Give it to you raw? I mean, goddamn. Yeah. Leroy outside smoking Newports. That's all he do is smoke Newports and chase that gal. And you know, and only black people do that. Chase that gal. They will say that he can't hire nobody to work there. It always got to be somebody. Yo, we the best and the worst at the same time.
For real.
Exactly.
I watched it firsthand working with my uncle. My uncle owns his own construction company, man. And we would be on the job, and you know, guys that he might have went to school with or might have been older or hired for day laborers, they fussed the whole man, your uncle, man. I used to go to school with your uncle, man. I was in a grade 2 years. But man, he talking to me. I was like, but you on his job site.
But yeah.
I came and picked you up. You remember?
Right.
You remember me sitting in your yard? I didn't even blow the horn. I just sat there.
Yeah.
Because it was 6:30 this morning. I just sat there and waited till you came out here and got in the truck. And we went to the store. You ain't had no money. I bought you some cigarettes and I bought you something to drink. And you're going to ask me for $5 to get something to eat for lunch. And you sitting here arguing.
And about 3 o'clock, you're going to be trying to smoke up my Black and Milds.
Yes.
I did all of that. And by 3 o'clock, you're going to be trying to smoke up my Black and Milds. And I don't smoke no more, y'all, for the record. I'm just saying. Just in general.
Man, let me get a tote of that, man.
Yeah, man. You know, what I ain't here. And you hit the can. You hit the can, and you think you're gonna mess around and put them can hitting lips on my Black and Mild. You crazy. And for those that don't know what hit the can that means you smoke crack.
Smoke rocks.
You take a can and you bend it, poke a hole in it with the the little thing that be on the top of the can that open the can.
Yeah.
Poke a hole, you bend the can, you poke a hole in the can with that. You know what I'm saying? Then you put your little thing on top. You know all that. I know that I know. You think you're gonna put them lips on my Black and Mild and give it back? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I left Chuck. I left a black on the hood of the car. Right. Somebody was blowing the horn. I left my black on the hood of the car. I came back, and old Roy. I thought it was a party pack, Uncle Freezie. Well, you know good and well you ain't thought this was no damn. Party pack is a myth. Party pack is a myth. You ain't never seen nobody buy a pack of cigarettes for a whole group of people to smoke at once. Not me, at least. I ain't never seen that. Now, I seen people buy them a pack of cigarettes for themselves. Because cigarettes, no matter how old you are, no matter when you started smoking, cigarettes have always been sky high. Right? Because in New York right now, a pack of Newports costs what, $18? Yo, in about 10 years, a pack of Newports gonna be $27, right?
Yeah.
Because we're like, damn, Newport's sky high. They always be sky high, no matter what year it is.
Right.
And you think dude's gonna buy a party pack? Dog, for $18, I can buy a shirt. You know what I'm saying? I could buy a shirt for $18, bro, and I'm a big guy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But that's how we'll do each other like that. I can remember my uncle hired guys that I used to be like, man, you know he hit the can.
Yeah.
But they are so good at their jobs, man. Like these men have craftsmanship. Like their craftsmanship is just amazing. I mean, like I've watched guys build cabinets from scratch. That look like they cost thousands of dollars. Build them from scratch, man. And he would hire these guys. They would come and get paid on Friday. He paid probably most of them cash on Friday. Monday morning, everybody broke.
Everybody.
Everybody broke. We were doing this house in Gadsden, a full remodel, right?
Wow.
And
how long was the drive every morning? Just tell me, how long was the drive every morning?
About an hour and a half.
So y'all had to ride, y'all had to load up everything, leave 5 o'clock in the morning, get the gas at 6:30, stop at a stove.
The only stove. The only stove.
The only stove that's open. Pack of nabs. Let me get a box of Newport short and box. Let me get that scratch off number 28 and number 47. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All that.
My uncle will go in there because he know his guys are broke. He knows his guys is broke. So he'll go in there, he'll get 2 or 3 bags of ice. Yeah. He'll fill the cooler up with water. He'll have another cooler where he'll have, something else to drink. Maybe some sodas, some cheap sodas or whatever he'll have in that
them
cooler.
Piggly Wiggly sodas. The Piggly Wiggly grape in a can.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
Don't check codes. Them things. Boy, them things taste like motor oil when they get hot.
And he'll get like a pound of sauce.
Yep.
Some bread and something like that.
Some hog head cheese, some liver pudding.
So them guys can have a sandwich right in the morning.
In the buns or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so lunchtime, he might go to Columbia. He might have to run the Lowe's in Columbia or something like that. And he'll come back with like Church's chicken. Church's chicken was always the cheapest. Yep. They give you a lot of chicken with a lot of fat.
Yeah.
But it was a good price. So he'll come back with the chicken or whatever.
A dude showed me how to
God darn, boss, man. That's what you come back with, chicken, man. Man, everybody want to eat no chicken every day, man.
Yeah.
You got paid Friday.
and it's Monday morning.
It's Monday afternoon.
Old people like to take their lunch break early. They like to take their lunch break at 11:30.
Yeah.
Me, I'm trying to take my lunch break at 2 o'clock.
Yes, as late as possible.
As late as possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
man, you didn't take no break? Nah, man. Not yet.
Nah, not yet, no. Nah, man. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's one of them. It's one of them things, bro. Like when you. I'm not gonna say. Hey, the one thing I have to learn how to stop saying, is this stuff only happened with black people, right? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get out of that, cause some white guys be telling me stories. I'm like, damn, y'all do that too? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you hear them talk, like they'll tell the same story Chuck told, right? Except it's all white people, right? Or a dude. The funny thing, I know an Asian dude named Justin, right? Mm-hmm. An Asian dude, and they from. So Justin and his family is okay. So first of all, I never knew that there was a place called Laos, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was like, Laos? What the Laos? He's like, yeah, it's man. Don't do that, Uncle Freezie, man. Why you always be trying to play people? Why you always be looking for a reason to laugh? I'm like, yo, a place not like Laos. Yeah. So I'm laughing, right? He's like, nah, man, my people just like yours. And he's like, yo, so my relatives talking to you. And I'm like, man, you ain't never seen no dark-skinned Chinese person. He's like, Uncle Freezie, calm down, bro. We not Chinese. We from Laos. And so I'm like, yo, what do y'all, Laosanites? Nah, he like, nah, we Laotian. As soon as he said it, I saw that. Right? Because I never heard like. And then he asked me, so the joke is, the joke, and I can joke with Justin and them about heritage because he knows where his people are from. He knows about 700 years. Like they can go back like 700 years to the same place. He asked me where my people from. I'm like, yo, my people from such and such. Man, your people ain't from such and such. Your people are originally from such a like, yeah, they originally from. You're like, nah, no, your people ain't originally from here. Where your people originally from? Like, yeah, they're from the city. They from Jersey City, or they from Darlington, or they from, you know what I'm saying? They from Brooklyn, they from the Bronx, they from Long Island, they from Detroit. Like, your people ain't from all them places. Your people travel to them places. Your people move to them places, but they ain't from there. I can go back 700 years to Laos. And I'm like, man, that'd be like checkmate for the conversation, right? Because even and I can ask you guys, I can ask both of y'all, can y'all trace y'all family back 700 years?
I can't.
Two. We've gotten to 200 years. Yeah.
Right. See, with my family is just about 150 years, 100 years. Because my grandmother, when she passed away, my grandmother passed away. She was 102. Right. On my father's side, my other grandmother, when she passed away, she was I forget how old mother was. I forget how old. But Chuck, she was the one that, remember I told you, call the preacher to the side during church.
Yeah.
Hey boy, look at here. Now you said that one. She was a firecracker. Yeah, she was a firecracker. I forget how old mother was when she passed away, but anyway, I can't really trace it back. I really can't trace it back that far, and I think that partly go part and parcel to the entire conversation that we having, like how we don't trust each other, how we don't have faith in each other. You know what I'm saying? Like how we was talking about the fish place. Somebody owns something, you're gonna haggle a black business owner, but if you go to the Asian spot, you don't haggle nothing. You just pay them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think part of that got to do with us having a discombobulated history. Not that these things didn't happen, but the fact that we can't recall it. Nobody passed these things down to us in order to have us establish a sense of worth. Now, I understand. Listen, gang banging has gone on forever, bro. As long as there have been humans, there have been tribes of people, right? As long as there have been human beings, there have been tribes. Even with your oldest history book, when you look in your oldest history book, you look in it and it'll say something about tribes, man. Oh yeah, and yo, me too, man. Hey man, hey Nate, I see you, man. Hey Nate, if you're gonna get out of here, man, we appreciate you, man, for coming through, hanging out with us, bro.
All right, definitely, man, definitely, and I'll be back too.
You coming through Friday?
Oh yeah, I'll be back Friday.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully Friday I'll be able to stay on topic, bro.
I said you good, no problem.
All right.
It was
All right,
needed.
man. Hey,
it was needed.
Thank you for coming through. Hey, everybody in the chat, show your love for Nate, man. Put some fire in the chat for Nate. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Show your love for my man. We appreciate him coming through. That's my family right there, Nate. I'll holler at you later, okay?
All right.
Have a good one, boss.
Yes, sir. You as well.
All right,
Thank
boss.
That was dope.
Man. Yeah, man. That's my main man right there, bro.
I saw something dope a second ago. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I saw something dope a second ago. You had your hat kind of tilted to the side, and the Vibes and Stuff logo was lined up with your hat, and that had looked fire. It looked like you had on a Vibes and Stuff hat just now, and that joint looked fire.
I might have to get a Vibes and Stuff hat, bro. I might have to do that.
Yeah, that was fire.
I might have to do that. That might have to be one of the things that we got to do. I've been working on some Vibes stuff, but I don't have the multicolor hats. Right. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna see if I can find one and put it up on the screen. Let me see. I think I got one. I think I got it. I just don't have the multicolored chart. Let me see. I guess we do got the multicolored joint. So we got multicolored joints. Okay. All black, black and white. If it'll show up, them. Or the other one. Them. I don't like that one. But them.
Oh yeah.
So we got some joints. We kind of moving in a direction, man. We kind of moving in a direction. You know, kind of moving in that way, man. I got some stuff. Whenever I get my money right, then I'm gonna spam you with some stuff. I can't count my chickens before they hatch.
I forgot about those hats. When you pull up the white one, I was like, yeah, I remember we were talking about this behind the scenes. And I was like, yeah, the white one was the only one where the end stuff didn't show up.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
And so what I should have did with the logo is trace the white with the black outline, so that when you see it on the screen right here, you still wouldn't see the black, right?
Okay.
But then when it show up on white stuff, you would see it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey. So I got one for you. I got one for you too, Chuck. I wanted to show you. I want you to. I was thinking about you when I was putting it together. This is a. Where is it? I got one just for Chuck. If it'll show up. I got one. It's inspired by Chuck Allen. If it ain't, there it is. I'm gonna flash this on the screen for you, Chuck. This is what I was thinking about. I was thinking about you one night, and it's like, yo. As soon as I get my bread together, hey, that boy good, good and terrible.
Yeah. That's on the in the store. Okay.
Yeah, that's in the Barnes Shit Swag store.
Oh, I'm gonna grab that.
Yeah. I got you. I was trying to, I had so much stuff happen here recently that I have to kind of put some pennies back. And so I was trying to get that, and I want you to see this one also. Can you see that one?
Go back to the other screen where you could put the
the full view.
Yeah, the joint where you can zoom in. There you go. I can see what it says on it. There you go. Oh, Normandy and Weston.
Around here, between Normandy and Weston, yeah.
20.
So
yeah,
I don't know if you. Oh, it won't show this one for some reason. This is the one I want you. Can you see that one?
Oh, Playing the Kids.
New York.
Yo. This is fire.
Man. Yeah, man. I thought we had them in multiple colors. I thought we had. Oh yeah, we got them in multiple colors. Just not that one. Not that one. We don't have in multiple colors, but this one we got in multiple colors. Yeah, this one we got in multiple colors. Okay. Tibbs, play the kids. Play the kids, Tibbs. So we got a bunch of stuff in the store, man.
This is fire. I'm slacking. I ain't paying attention. I was saying the other day, man, I need to get some
I wondered, stuff. You remember when we was talking about, you and I were talking about doing the merch thing, and I told you I had a homeboy that was doing. It's just too much logistics, man. Too much me buying stuff and then storing stuff and then moving. Remember how I had the t-shirts hanging up behind me for like a month? You know what I'm saying? And so, I think I sent all them shirts to one person. I remember we did the giveaway. I think we did a giveaway, right? I sent all the joints to like one person. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I ain't gonna. Well, let's just do this thing online because the grand total, the cost to the consumer or the cost to us is going to be the same thing anyway. So why do labor intensive stuff when we can have an online shop? Just do it and just have it sent straight to their house.
Right. Absolutely.
Instead of me going and buying the shirts, paying somebody to do the work, mailing it to somebody at the post office, paying $20. Man, no, it's just too much work. Yeah, man. Me and Chuck and I had talked about this before. And Chuck, this is one of them things, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I forgot to tell you. I forgot to talk to you about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so many. I get tugged in so many different. Different directions that sometimes things just legit, even though they be important, they just slip my mind. You know what I'm saying? Even though they be important, not saying that I don't care, but you know how you be trying to juggle a whole bunch of things, and then things start happening, then things in your personal life go wrong, and then you got a water leak, and then somebody pass away, and then all the conversations that you meant to have, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know how it is.
Yes, sir. No. I understand.
Man. Yeah, man. So, you ready to get into this relationship corner?
Let's do it.
Let's do some relationship corner. I'm gonna play the joint by my main man DSJ, and then I'm gonna get into relationship corner.
All right.
Yeah. Shorty, let me holler at you. Girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you the goddess. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood. From first eye contact, I knew I had to have that. Had a feeling you were something special. Didn't know if I could match that. You draw a crowd just to say hi. You make it happen, you stay fly. You big and everyone know. If I was a stock, you would raise mine. Even with a t-shirt and sweats on. Girl, you work it for me. Don't matter what they say about you. Baby, you're perfect. Girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you the goddess. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood. That Dominican girl, East African queen, call you my cinnamon girl. Sweet like grandma Copper, you were a #1 prospect. Even if you're raised in the projects, and you got the whole game on lock. Cops and robbers, they'll build an altar, you're so bomb. You shoot them down so calm. You don't be playing no games, but sexy in jerseys you throw on. I'm your soldier, I will march in line. You know it's your world. Let me hit you with that more in line. You go, girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you the goddess. You're misunderstood, 'cause you're from the hood.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, I would love to be the one that holds you, console you in times of grief, and listen when you're trying to speak. Your smile, it brightens up the darkest moods, and looking in your eyes is like gazing at the stars and moon. Just thinking about you, damn, I can hardly move. The depths of my feelings are hard to convey, like trying to catch fish at the edge of a bay, like I'm caught in an infinite wave, 'cause even when you do the simplest things,
My bad.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the black. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Yes.
Yo, man, that joint, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Both of those joints, I really love listening to both of those joints. I love Hood Goddess. Love Hood Goddess. Hood Goddess is an excellent song, man. I wish it got more airplay. I kind of wish it got more airplay, man. The joint is fire. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But in the Relationship Corner song is fire as well, bro. So you want to finish up where we was at yesterday with Relationship Corner, or because I got a new one. Somebody pointed something out to me, and so
okay,
we can finish up what we did yesterday if you want to. If you want to just wrap it up that way, we can be consistent. Because honestly, I can't even remember. The lady and the dude family not wanting him and her to be together.
Okay, so my thing was with that lady, she should have known from the beginning, because they were together for 4 years. Salute, Mr. Walker. You have a good day too, sir. Thank you for coming through, kicking it with us. Shout out to them Beantown boys.
Beantown boys.
4 years. Y'all been together 4 years. 2 years before you got married, and now you're into the second year of your marriage.
Yeah.
You should have known the type of man that you married before you married him. And if this was an issue before y'all got married, then you shouldn't have got married, because it was going to continue to be an issue.
Right.
Unless y'all had a conversation and he gave you an assurance, yo, no, this is not how it's going to go. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
I believe the dynamics of that family plays a huge part.
Yep.
Like if he's the only man, you know what I mean? Like there's no father, there are no uncles or anything like that.
No, the man. Yeah.
For some reason,
if the patriarch is in his 30s. Ain't no men around.
There's no men around.
What I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The patriarch got to be in his 70s, in his 60s or 70s. If the patriarch ain't in his 60s and 70s, ladies run the roost.
Yeah. There's no wisdom and experience guiding this guy. A lot of women make mistakes in getting with men because they're handsome or they got money, but they don't be leaders of men. And that's what you need. You need a person that's going to be able to help lead and guide your family.
Right.
I'm not going into battle. I'm not going into any situation with anyone that I have questions about. Yo, if something go down, Uncle Freezie going to run?
No. Well, it depends. It depends. If there's an M1 tank, then I'll probably run. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't want to have to worry about, yo, man, nah. Because if there's an M1 tank, I ain't worried about if you running. We both running.
Cause yeah. But you
we both running.
Hey, how are you going to react in a reasonably tough circumstance? When things get reasonably tough. Now, when stuff get extra tough, everybody got to rethink. Everybody got to rethink the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, when things get extra tough, you know, we gotta use logic and reasoning, like try to figure some stuff out. But if it's one of them things like such and such family ain't paid for their t-shirts for the family reunion, and you having a meltdown and you crying, there ain't nothing to cry about. Wear a regular shirt.
Pretty much.
Ain't no law that say you got to wear the family reunion t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? But it just showed that we all together. No, that person's presence shows that we all together. Stop being ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Chuck, you ever been? You know what I'm talking about. Ladies will do that. Like, they can't be here. They ain't got no shirt on. What?
They can't be here because they ain't got no shirt. I don't make them any less family because they ain't got the shirt on.
You're right.
Because that dude you brought, he ain't family. He ain't got a shirt on.
Yeah, and he's sagging. yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But it's choosing the right people, fellas. The same thing applies to men. Like, bruh.
But
look
Chuck,
at who
I agree with her though, Chuck. And it's for the reason why
no problem.
I said it yesterday. It's because when you take the vows in front of God, man, that everybody tell you all this stuff. You know, when you get married, you know you're making a commitment, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why it takes you so long to make it. That's why people don't just get married after being together 6 hours. Normally, people have to be together for a while before they make the decision whether they want to be with this person for the rest of their life or not. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wine them and dine them and court them and go through stuff, man. And that's why engagements are like a year. You're like, yo. Mm-hmm. I remember I proposed to Miss Mocha so dumb. I wish I could go back and do it all over again. Like I just like legit just like, what you doing for the rest of your life? And instead of doing it the right way, like you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Hey, you know, will you marry me? Yeah, I never said those words out of my mouth, and I regret that to this day. You know what I'm saying? Man, being so cool. You know what I'm saying? I can't get my Timbs dirty. I can't scuff up my Timbs getting on my knee. Really? You know
so you jagged edged it. We ain't get no younger. We might as well do it.
Yeah. And now that I think back on it, was the stupidest thing. It was so stupid and immature.
Right.
But you know, but again, my pops wasn't around. You know, I didn't. You know, my pops. You know.
Right.
I didn't have like them dudes around me at that time. I didn't have dudes around me at that time. I was that dude, the 20-something-year-old patriarch. You know what I'm saying? So I did
that's difficult.
Yeah.
That's a difficult situation to be in because you're in your 20s. And this is why when we were having the conversation the other day, I was like, yo, man, 20 in their early 20s, they're not really adults. You know why? Because you're still figuring yourself out in those in that age, right? Yeah. Maybe you went to school, things didn't pan out, or you went to school, you graduated, but you still can't get a job in the field that you got your degree. So now you're trying to figure out how you're going to navigate through life. And it's hard to have that on your mind, right? And then be responsible for people that you shouldn't be responsible for. Like, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Sons aren't supposed to take care of their mothers. That's the father's job. Right. That is the father's job. That's why you married her, or that's why you impregnated her, because you were going to provide for her. But we have so many.
Your own family.
Your own
family. You start your own family.
Right. Yeah. And so now you got young men getting in relationships like with this young woman, right? But he can't 100% commit because he's over here committed over here to a family that is not his. It's a family that he's a part of. Right. But it's not his family. His family is over here with his newlywed wife.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what though, Chuck? I watched this thing, and it reinforces the opposite of what you're saying.
Okay.
I watched this movie called Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And King T'Chaka was killed in a bombing in a movie called
Civil War.
Civil War, right? And then King T'Challa took over the reins. Well, we didn't see how he took over the reins. We just saw him show up with the suit on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We just saw him show up with the suit on. We don't know how the torch was passed. But basically what it was is once he became king, there was a lot of infighting in that family about T'Challa being the king.
Mm-hmm.
Tribes from the land was like, man, you didn't deserve to do that. But none of that went on when T'Chaka was the king. It wasn't documented that it happened. When T'Chaka was the king, everybody's straight. T'Chaka passed away. Now the mama trying to make decisions because she used to be the queen. Now she ain't the queen no more because the son is the king. And now she is somewhat like the queen, but she ain't the queen. But whoever the king married is going to be the queen. So now it's like this thing of, am I ready to pass this queen mantle? And how come what I have to say don't matter no more just because my husband died? And all these different things that go into all these different dynamics, right? But that is what the family is like nowadays. And it's not just and again, it's not just a black people thing. It's an everybody thing.
Okay. You're
family
right.
Dynamics change, and the family dynamic at every instance. Man, I'm doing that. Boy, them things coming along good. But yeah, in every situation, man, it's like you see like these things changing, right? Like it's not just that. It's for same-sex couples. Things, family dynamics are changing. Laws are changing. What's allowed, what's not allowed. You know what I'm saying? Perception is changing. Society is changing. All these things are changing. So that family dynamic that we used to see in the 50s, which wasn't really even a good dynamic then, but it was standard, is changing. So all these things are like, so when you talk, we call her Sharice, right? So even with Sharice is talking about like, yo, why can't I have my husband to myself? Well, the thing is, in today's society, with society morphing as we speak, because in 2018, 2019, 2017, 2016, communities were very inclusive. Then COVID happens and we all separate. Right? We all separate. We don't do functions like we used to. Right? 2021, we don't get out. We don't, cats don't even dap no more. Right? I mean, it's 2022. We still wear, down here, we still wearing masks. I don't know how they doing in the city, but down here, we still wear, a lot of us are still wearing masks. We don't dap, we don't hug, we don't do none of that stuff that we used to do in 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, down here, we're active. Like the communities down here, we're active. And what I mean by active is we're active in the communities. Like if something go wrong and we know it's wrong, we're going to stand up and we're going to protest. Right? Now, I know in a lot of communities, they don't really do that no more because of the fear of getting sick and those type of things. But bro, the dynamic is not the same no more. I can talk to Chuck, I know lie. People have told me with a straight face, yo, man, Lawrence Tears is like my family, man. You know what I'm saying? I be looking forward to Lawrence Tears coming on. Man, vibes and stuff, that joint get me going in the morning. That's like my new family. It's like the new normal. It's like hanging out with my brothers. And I think, and I got a brother who passed away, right? I got a brother who died, right? And look, and I'm not being disrespectful to nobody, but that was my blood brother. And no matter how many people I meet, it ain't nothing like having a blood brother there with you. You know what I'm saying? And I won't. And so people would be like, it'll be like, but I can't ever see somebody replacing that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much love you got for the new person, is what I'm saying. No matter how much love you got for the new person, will they be able to replace somebody that passed away that you knew, that you loved, that you grew up with? Maybe not. Maybe not. You can love them in a new and different way. And I think that's how people receive me. Like people receive me in a new and special way.
Right.
Like they feeling Uncle Freezie, but you know what I'm saying? But this the family dynamic now has changed, bro. I don't think we'll ever get back to the mom and dad sitting down eating dinner at the dinner table. It's too many things out here now. People have too many options. Right now, back in the 50s, weed was marijuana. They didn't even call it weed yet. It wasn't even weed yet. It wasn't even reefer yet. It was marijuana. Right? Now you can go to a dispensary and get whatever kind of weed you want. It's a different era. Things change.
But that doesn't necessarily make them right, or something that needs to be sustainable.
Right.
Here's the thing. Even when you brought up the Black Panther and you talked about T'Challa, and he had a father there before him to show him,
right?
But then he had to also figure some things out for himself, because one size does not fit all.
But he had a father and a grandfather, though, Chuck. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at.
Right. A generation of men that he could lean on, right?
Right.
At some point we have to get back to that. Whether it's your generation, my generation, or the one behind us saying, no, I'm gonna be, because it's bigger than me, and it's bigger than just my family. Like, a sense of community has been lost, because if we had a sense of community, then what happened to PNB Rock doesn't happen. You know why? Because he a celebrity. He won an hours. Uncle Freezie, I was not alive during that time, but from the documentaries that I've seen, from some of the movies that I've seen, and some of the people that I've spoken to, celebrities were revered, especially celebrities coming from our community, because it wasn't a everyday occurrence. It was big thing to see someone of color on television. For however short, however long they were on, it was appointment television. It was important to see. So when certain celebrities were in your town or around, they got a certain level of respect. And people were like, nah, you can't do nothing to Uncle Freezie. Uncle Freezie, he the voice of the people. Blonde's tears. Like, nah.
Of the people.
He's
vibes and stuff.
Right. So they give you so the community would protect you. You know what I mean? There are people that tell stories about Joe Louis eating at their house, or you told a great story about meeting Cool in the game.
Yeah.
That's how we did with our celebrities. We revered them. It wasn't about trying to come up or make a name for yourself. Yeah, I'm rocking such and such chain. Yeah, you know, we robbed so and so. We become disposable.
You know why? Because we don't police our communities no more. Chuck, I got to get out of here, bro.
Yeah,
So
I know.
So I can talk about time Thibodeau rotations. You know the vibe.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. This was a great conversation, man. We appreciate everybody for coming through. If you enjoy conversations like this is your first time joining us, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe, because we're going to be back here tomorrow doing the same thing, just a little bit later.
Now, hey, Chuck, I'm gonna tell you about that, man. I'm gonna tell you about that, man. We can rock at 8. I can finagle some things. I can finagle some things, bro. I don't need that stuff no more. I'm good.
Okay.
I just gotta start on time. I got to start at 8. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I can't do like 8:07. And 8:07.
Okay.
And y'all, for the most part, when I'm just saying 8:07, it's always my fault, by the way. Right? Where they at? It's 8:09. It's Uncle Freezie cleaning up puppy poo or something.
But so y'all heard, y'all got the word. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. So about 9 a.m. ish. That's how we're gonna rock. Yeah. We appreciate y'all coming. Until next time, peace.
Peace, y'all. Peace, party people. Ha ha. See you later. Where's my outro? There it is.